Hello friends, today's class we are going to see how to find out the LCM and HCF of four numbers. So here we see 16, 24, 36 and 54 are the numbers given. Now first we see how to find out the LCM. So write the numbers like this: 16, 24, 36 and 54. Then they all are even numbers, right? So we can check 2 as the common factor. So how many times 16? What is 16 divided by 2? Or how many 2's are in 16? It is 8. How many 2's are in 24? It is 12. How many 2's are in 36? Or 36 divided by 2? 18. How many 2's are in 54? That is 27. Now, again, to find out the LCM, you need not have to find out the common factor for all the numbers. So, like if you see here, you can see that 2 is a common factor for 8, 2 is a common factor for 12, 2 is a common factor for 18. Okay, so 2 is a factor for 8, 12 and 18. But 27 is not a factor of 2. So what we can do is we can take 2 here, then 4, then 6, 9. 24 you can write like as it is. Again we can factorize 2, 4, 6, 9. So 4 and 6 are factors of 2. So 2, then 3. Then you can write 9 as it is and 27. Now from here it's clear that if I take 3, 3 is a factor of 3, 9 and 27. So I can write 2 as it is because 2 is not a factor. So write 2 as it is. Then 3, 1 times. 3 how many times in 9? 3 times. 3 how many times in 27? 9 times. Again, we can see that 3 and 9 are factors of 3. So I'm going to write 3 like this. Then 2 you can write like that, 1 you can write like that, but 3 how many times in 3? 1 times. 3 how many times in 9? 3 times. Okay, now this is from here you can see that 2 is a factor of only 2. 1 is a factor of 1. 3 is a factor of 3. So all these numbers have the common no factors are there. So what we can do is that either you can directly multiply 2 times 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 1 1 3. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 2 times 1 times 1 times 3. Okay, all these numbers. Okay, so or what we can do is that okay, so what is the answer? So 2 times 2 times 2 equals to 8. Then 8 times 3 is equals to 24. 24 times 3 is equals to 72. 72 times 2 is equals to 144. Then 144 times 3 is equals to 432. Okay, so 432 is the answer. That means LCM of 16, 24, 36 and 54 is 432. So LCM is equals to 432. Now find out the HCF. Same numbers 16, 24, 36 and 54. Take 2 as the common factor because all this here you should check whether the number you have taken is a factor of all the given numbers. But in the case of LCM, you need not have to, it is not must. You can take a factor which is common for any of the 2 numbers or any of the 3 numbers. Here, in the case of HCF, the number you have taken here should be a common factor for all the numbers. So here it is 8, 12, 18 and 27. Now again you see 2 is a factor of 8, 2 is a factor of 12, 2 is a factor of 18, but 2 is not a factor of 27. Take the number 3. 3 is not a factor of 8, 3 is a factor of 18, 3 is a factor of 12, 18 and 27, but it's not a factor of 8. 4, take the number 4. 4 is a factor of 8, 4 is a factor of 12, 4 is a factor of 18, 18 is not a factor of 4, 27 is also not a factor. So, you can't find any common factor for 8, 12, 18 and 27. If you go on, you can see that 7, 5 is not a factor, 6 is not a factor, 7 is not a factor, also 8 is also not a factor. So, you can't find any common factor for all these numbers. So, the common factor, that is HCF, highest common factor, is equals to 2. See the difference, LCM is 432 and HCF is 2. Okay. So I hope this video is useful for you. Thank you. Keep watching.